Welcome to Magic Tarot. I have another pick a card for you all. The question is, what is going to be the chemistry between you and your future spouse? You have five piles here: pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, pile 4, and pile 5. Okay, this is pile 4 and this is pile 5. So you might be drawn to the cards, okay, and if you're drawn to two piles for that matter, this is just going to tell you a little more about your relationship, the chemistry between you and your future spouse. So if you're drawn to two piles, that might just give you a little more information on it. Okay, so let's proceed with the reading. Okay, the ones who have chosen pile number 1, your cards are two of wands, page of wands, 10 of cups, six of pentacles, the sun card, and from the wisdom oracle you have yin and you have to the sea. Okay, so what is going to be the chemistry between you and your future spouse? So with the two of wands and the page of wands, okay, especially with the page of wands, this particular person, okay, is going to make your life exciting. Okay, they are going to add spice to your life because they are someone who's going to tell very funny stories. I mean, like the way they have like real, they have these stories to talk about. They are someone who is an adventurer. There is someone who loves to travel. Because they love to travel, they have these stories. It is like a treasure box of stories that they have. And then this particular person, how he is going to go about telling those stories are, there's always going to be an element of fun, laughter. I mean, like once they start speaking to you, everything is said to charm you. Okay, so this particular person is going to make it funny so that you enjoy their company. And this is a person, I mean, like, as I mean, like, if this is your spouse, he is going to make you're going to have this really wonderful conversations, this overnight conversations, or just staying up late at night and just talking. I mean, like, you are going to have great conversations with this particular person, and this particular person is actually someone, who loves to tell, who loves attention. They love to be the center of attention. So the more attention that you would be giving to this particular person, they're going to enjoy it. And in your life, okay, in your married life, how they're going to be is they are going to be someone who is going to be physically very attracted to you. Okay, either they are good looking, but then they will also be physically very attracted to you. You bring an excitement into this flavor, into this whole marriage equation for that matter. And the more attention that they shower you with, then you need to know that this particular person is really interested in you. Okay, so with the 10 of cups, what I would want to tell is, and with the sun card, okay, this talks about a very happy married life. You're going to be very satisfied, okay, emotionally very fulfilled in this particular marriage. 10 of cups is the most beautiful card to get when you're asking about marriage. So definitely your married life is going to bring you a lot of bliss, a lot of happiness. And with the sun card, this is happiness, an element of happiness, joy, fulfillment, celebration for that matter. Okay, so there's a lot of things that you will have in this relationship to celebrate for, because this particular person is going to make sure that they give you all that they can. And with the Six of Pentacles, okay, what I feel like this particular person is going to be very generous with their time and with their money. Okay, so if you want something, they're willing to buy you that. Okay, and if you want their time, they are going to give you that. So you are going to be actually very satisfied in this relationship. And with the Two of Wands, what happens is uh, this particular person is someone, okay, your future spouse, the relationship, okay, what is going to happen is he or she is someone who is very diplomatic. Okay, they do not like to take sides because they are someone who wants to like bring in happiness to everyone for that matter. Okay, because they want, when they walk into a room, they don't want anyone to be sad. Okay, they want to make sure that they are the life of the party. They bring the element of, I mean, they themselves bring an element of happiness. Okay, they are the person who is like, um like the moment they walk into a room, it's like everybody, they want to make sure that everybody is happy. Okay, so they're that kind of person. Because they are that kind of person, this particular person will not like confrontations. Okay, this particular person will not like to take sides. They do not want to be put in a position where they have to choose. So if at all you end up having a fight with their mom, parents, or something for that matter, if you end up having a fight, or uh, if you end up having a fight, and if you put them on the spot and ask them to make a choice, they will not like it. They're not going to appreciate that. Okay, rather, I mean, like, they would be like, okay, they want to be diplomatic. Okay, they do not want to hurt anyone for that matter. So the same way, this particular person is going to be very generous, and they're going to also understand and make sure that they do not hurt you in any way possible. Let it be emotionally for that matter. And like, situations will arise, okay, when you will get frustrated with the fact that this particular person is not choosing. This might also happen in their career forefront, where they all of a sudden decide like they have to change careers. If they want to change careers at that point of time, also this particular person might be very indecisive, and that might frustrate you a lot. Okay, so this is what I'm like, not a, at the end of the day, cherish all the beautiful things that this particular person has to offer. Okay, you have the yin card, and it talks about receiving. So in this particular relationship, what this particular person wants you to do is to be receiving. Okay, if they are telling you stories, listen to them. If they are being generous with you, giving you gifts, accept. Okay, the more that you receive, the more that you are willing to stroke their ego. Okay, what is going to happen is this particular person is just going to shower you with all attention and love that you truly deserve. Okay, and in oftentimes when you're receiving, you also need to give back. But okay, always appreciate. And this particular person likes to be the provider. Okay, he likes to be the center of attention. He likes to give you that emotional satisfaction. Because they want to like to give, you need to be on the receiving end. And when you receive, be thankful for it. So oftentimes, when they're giving you that, express that, express your gratitude towards them, express that happiness and joy that they bring into your life. You need to be thankful for that, because this particular person, the more that you are gratified, the more that you feel thankful, the more that you receive, the more he or she is going to give. Okay, and oftentimes when, like I told you, when he's being this indecisive, when he does not like to be when he does not want you to be confrontational, and he's being and just wants to be diplomatic, at those moments just simply go with the flow. Okay, do not try to wade the waters, do not try to go against them. Okay, just go with the flow, they themselves will decide on it. But at that point of time, if you retaliate, it's just going to backfire. Okay, so that is what I'm getting for you. I hope this resonates. Thank you. The ones who have chosen pile number two, the cards are, you have the Queen of Swords, Three of Wands, Three of Swords, Queen of Cups, and then you have the World card. Okay, and from the Wisdom Oracle, you have, first is go the distance, and then you had deep knowledge. Okay, deep knowing. Okay, so this particular person, okay, do not fear just because you've got Three of Swords here. With the Queen of Swords, this particular person is someone who has been through a lot. Okay, I'll tell you why. You have the Queen of Swords, you have the Three of Swords here, and then you have the World card. So this must be relating to their family situation. That is, I mean, like, no family is perfect, but then I think either their upbringing must be hard, or I maybe they just have been through a lot in life. Okay, where very early in life they were someone who was very naive and who would let people in very easily, and they learned their lessons. Okay, so with the Three of Swords, this particular person has learned a lot in life. And with the Queen of Swords, this particular person is someone who's very just, who's very driven. They always, I'm like, they know what they want for themselves in life. Okay, because they're very driven. And this particular person is not afraid to cut out people from their life. If they are not someone good, they are unafraid to cut them out of their life. And this is someone who's fair and just. The way they conduct themselves, okay, they conduct themselves in a very fair way. Okay, so this particular person is going to be honest, and what he expects out of this relationship is, this particular relationship for that matter, they want honesty. Okay, because if you end up lying to this particular person, I mean, like, it's going to backfire. Okay, it's not going to work out good, and I'll tell you why. Because they have been through so much in life, they really deep down appreciate people who are honest and who are good. Okay, because that is like renewing their faith in the world, renewing their faith for that matter in humanity. Okay, because this particular person has been through a lot. So this is a kind of person, okay, with the Queen of Swords and with the Queen of Cups. Okay, this particular person is, I mean, like, is going to be a hard shell to crack. And I tell you why. Because I think I've already told that many times, like, why it'll be hard, okay, for you to reach their heart. The thing is, this person has built up walls around them because they have been through a lot. They have built this wall, and this is not to keep the wrong people, not to keep the right people out. It is more about guarding your heart and making sure that only the right people enter. Because I mean, like, the ones who are not really, want to know them would actually take the effort to break down their walls. Rather, someone who truly wants to know them would take that effort and time to break down those walls. And this particular person, they are very choosy with the people that they let in. So, if at all they open their heart to you, you need to know that you'll be the only person who owns that heart. Okay, so in that way, they are a great gem. Okay, they are a person because they have been through a lot. They didn't let that define them. Rather, they made sure that they learned from their mistakes, they learned from that, and make sure they never do that to someone else. Because they are someone like that, what is going to happen is in this particular relationship, if you decide to stick to them, okay, if you decide, it's going to be a long journey to their heart with the Three of Wands. I'm telling you in prayer. So if you do not, I'm like, if you want a relationship that you can cherish for the rest of your life, then stick to this particular person, because this particular person will make you feel complete. With the World card, this is like having everything that you truly desire. This particular person will give you the loyalty, will give you that faithfulness, will give you like all the true things in life that cannot be measured in terms of money. Okay, so if you own their heart, it's always going to be you and nobody else. Know that for sure. And they are someone who stand up for the people that they believe in. They stand up for the ones who are within their circle, the ones they have given that liberty, the ones who are within their what do you say, within their group. Okay, so this particular person has very select few people in their life, and if you manage to win their heart, okay, in this relationship, it's going to be a long journey. I'm telling you in prayer that winning their heart, oftentimes, okay, they are not someone who's very distrustful, but then you need to earn their trust. Okay, they're not going to give away that easily to you. Through your actions and through your constant effort, you need to prove that you are worthy of their love. Okay, they have these high standards, and if you prove that you're worthy of their love, okay, this one person is going to be that gem. Okay, they are, I think, they are deep down a really wonderful person, and because that they know their worth, they know that they are really very good from within, this particular person is not going to give themselves away to everyone out there. So if you want them, you need to prove to them that you are worthy of them. Okay, and once you do that, this Queen of Cups, that is the cup that is closed, okay, is just going to open for you. Okay, the emotions are going to open for you. This person might oftentimes, you make an effort and you feel like, I'm not getting anywhere with this particular person. You might probably think that I'm not really affecting them, I'm not, they don't really care about me, but the reality is deep down they really care. Okay, with the Queen of Cups, the more effort that you would put in, the more realization that they will have. But don't bend over backwards, stand up for yourself, and they would respect you for that. And with the World card, this talks about completion, the way that you both will fit in together, the way that you will complement each other. You're just going to feel complete. Okay, that's fulfillment that you're going to have. It is going to be, I mean, like, even this person, if he ends up giving their heart to you, they will make sure that they marry only you. Okay, they're not going to marry anyone else. If you own their heart, it's always going to be you. Okay, the marriage is definitely going to be with you. So what I would want to say is, if you're really serious about them, stick with them, because this is someone that you will truly end up respecting as a person, truly end up feeling proud of yourself, that you actually won a man's heart, won a man or a woman's heart whom nobody could conquer. Okay, and see, you have from the Wisdom Oracle, you have the go to the distance, and then you have deep knowing. What I feel like, deep down you are going to realize that this person is meant for you. So, and I think you will be willing to put in the effort, because they are worthy to be known. They are worthy of you, and you are worthy of them. Only the thing is, this will take time. But then, where love is concerned, I think time is not an issue. Okay, so that is what I'm getting for you all. I hope this resonates. Thank you. Let's move to pile number 3. The ones who've chosen pile number 3. Sorry. You have the Three of Pentacles, The Strength card, Ace of Cups, Six of Cups, the Moon card. You have from the Wisdom Oracle, Flexible, a leg up, and then you have co create. Okay, what is going to be the chemistry between you and your future spouse? So, okay, right away, the card that is, drawing my attention is the Six of Cups, okay? The Six of Cups, and you have the Three of Pentacles. So, with the Six of Cups, I think this person is someone that you know from your past, okay? Does not necessarily mean your immediate past, but I feel like somewhere, like childhood sweethearts. So I probably have a feeling like this particular person you would be getting married to would be someone like a childhood sweetheart or your best friend down, I mean, like when you are really young, okay, at that point of time. I think that is what, and this is going to come as a surprise. I mean, like, I don't really think you are even thinking of them. Okay, like you'll be like surprised because you have the Moon card, and this talks about like secrets, unveiling, things coming out in the open which were hidden previously. So, what I feel like with the Six of Cups, okay, this can be someone with your immediate past, but then I get a feeling like this is someone that, is like way back when you were really young, okay? And with the Three of Pentacles, that I speak because it is like with the Three of Pentacles somewhere what happened, you had this really good friendship, a bond with them, and what happened is all of a sudden they had to move away, okay, maybe to a different state or somewhere else for that matter. They shifted their home, something like that happened, and then after that you lost touch. Okay, but then what is going to happen here is, let me just show you these cards. Let me first talk about the Wisdom Oracle cards for you. You have the Flexible, you have a leg up, and you have co create. So, what I feel like all of a sudden, something is going to happen, and you're going to meet this person in a workplace. Okay, in a workplace, you're going to meet them with the Three of Pentacles, and then you have co create. Okay, and you have a leg up also. So, you both will have to be creating something. Okay, you have to create, and you'll have to do it together. And because you have to do it together, I think at that point of time, this is like more like an office romance. I mean, like childhood sweethearts turned into an office romance, something like that. So you have three cards pointing out that this particular person, you might end up meeting them again in a workplace where you both will have to create together. Okay, and you need to be flexible. Okay, make sure that give them an opportunity, um, give them a chance, give this relationship a chance to prove itself. And even if you do not give, what is going to happen is with the Strength card, I think circumstances and situations are going to have happen in such a way that this particular person and you for that matter, even if you try to have relationships with other people, or for that matter, just what I feel like, if you try to look for love elsewhere, you're not going to find that. Okay, and your fates are going to align you in such a way that you will be forced to come across each other, and like forced to acknowledge the feeling that you will start having. So that is there with the Strength card and the Three of Pentacles, okay, and with the Six of Cups. So, and the Six of Cups and the Ace of Cups, one more thing I will want to tell you is with the Six of Cups, what I feel, okay, with the Ace of Cups, this is a very pure emotion. Okay, the feeling that you would have towards each other, it's going to be very pure, something which is untouched by any sort of negativity, untouched by anything. I mean, like, it comes from a place deep down when you feel this unconditional love, where you feel this, just from a place of happiness, from a place of abundance for that matter, deep down where you really feel this pure emotion for someone. So you will realize, I think this friendship that you will have. First thing, you will meet up through the workplace. You will have to create something together. You'll have to do something together. And what's going to happen is you're going to develop this deep friendship, which at one point of time was like left. All of a sudden, it's going to renew itself, and you're going to have this friendship, and this friendship is going to develop. Okay, it's going to get stronger and stronger, and I think at that point of time, the emotions that you would be feeling towards one another, it's going to be very pure. Okay, very pure for that matter. And with the moon card, I think this relationship is not meant for you to be like seen, for that matter. Like, what I feel here is you're going to be with this particular person, but then you wouldn't see your future with this particular person. It's not going to be an outright, okay, out in the open things like that. What is going to happen is slowly and steadily things are going to unravel itself. Okay, this is like opening a gift box. Okay, the moment you start opening a gift box, you have the wrapper, you have the ribbon, and all that. The process, I mean, like, it's going to be a slow and sweet process. In a way, it is going to come out in the open, and I think you both are going to be very surprised by this. I think more you, I believe, that who's going to be quite surprised by the fact that you ended up with this particular person, but then the emotions that you would feel, the love that you would feel for this person would be unmatched to anything that you have ever felt for anyone, for that matter. And the same comes from the other person's side. So what I can tell you about the chemistry between the both of you is there's going to be a deep friendship. And more than that, what I also feel like, maybe if you do not end up meeting this particular person in the workplace, after you get married, you're going to create something of your own. And as a business partner, you're going to be really strong. So as spouse as well, you're going to have this deep pure emotion for each other, where you really truly care and love one another. In the same way, when it comes to creating an enterprise of your own, creating something together, you're going to be at your best. So this particular person, I feel like you are going to be strength of each other. That particular person is going to be your strength, and you are going to be their strength. So that is what I'm getting for you. So this is what is the chemistry between the both of you. I hope this resonates. Thank you. Okay, let's move to pile number 4. The ones who have chosen pile number 4. You have the Queen of Wands, the Page of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, the Tower, and then the Lovers. Okay, and you had 4 Wisdom Oracle cards. You had exchanging gifts. To be fair, the Tribe, and the last card, Soulmates. I just simply love this particular card. I mean, like, I'll tell you why you have the penguins here, okay, in this particular card. Because penguins are believed that they only stick with one mate for the rest of their lives. So if they mate with a particular penguin, that is the mate for the rest of their life. And if one ends up dying, soon after, the other follows as well. Like, they cannot live without their soulmates, actually. So that is why in this card you have the soulmates representing 2 penguins. So yeah, so okay, don't fear that you have the Tower card. Okay, I think the Tower card represents change, and because it represents change, oftentimes, because change is not something that we take up easily, we think it has a negative connotation, but that's not always true. And I'll tell you why here. Okay, because you have 2 confirming cards. You have the Lovers card and you have the Soulmates card. So your future spouse is definitely going to be the love of your life. Okay, and what is the chemistry between the both of you? I'll tell you how you're going to enter their life if you've not really met them. how they are going to enter your life or you are going to enter their life. Okay, so with the Tower card, I feel like you are going to enter this person's life like a a strike of lightning. Okay, a bolt of lightning for that matter. You are going to turn their world the moment you, I think they're least expecting. I mean, like the moment you come into their life, it they will be least expecting you, and you are going to strike this person. I mean, like, just enter their life completely from nowhere and turn their life upside down. Okay, everything for that matter. Their foundation. Okay, I mean, like, what I feel, I also have a feeling like this might be love at first sight. Okay, or what can happen is, because the moment you enter their life, it's going to be really unexpected, really something that they were not looking forward to, that they really did not believe in. And like I told you, you're going to shake up their world. So the foundation, any relationship, so if they, at the point of time in life when you actually walk into their life and they're already with someone, what is going to happen is their foundation is going to be shaken up. Okay, and they will be forced to see the reality of the situation. And because they are forced to see the reality of situation, even if they do not want to do anything about it, circumstances and situations will turn up such a way that all the negative people, all the people who were not meant for this particular person, for this particular relationship, would leave, would be thrown out of the picture. Okay, so the moment you or he or she enters your life, it's going to bring in a lot of positive changes. Okay, a lot of positive changes. But what I feel like, one of you in this relationship is going to feel a little hesitant to speak, open up about your feelings. And I'll tell you why that's going to happen is because one of you is going to be this Queen of Wands. And the Queen of Wands is someone who's really, I mean, like, downright sexy, okay, in the eyes of another person. And many people find them to be really charming, okay, really charming and amazing for that matter. And they have a lot of people who want their attention. I mean, like, there are a lot of people who are behind them, okay, with the Queen of Wands. But for this person to just only look at you, and they're not someone who will get into a relationship with someone else very easily, okay, that is also there. Okay, they want someone to match their level. So what is going to happen is the connection is going to be instant, it's going to be strong, and it's going to be something that you cannot make sense of. That is what it's going to be with the Lovers card and with the Soulmates card. Okay, what is going to be, this connection is going to be very deep and strong, and it has great potential. But one of the person is going to be a little childish towards it, little, I'm like, petulant, not to be accepting the fact that, okay, this is there, it can happen, it can happen, that can happen. And with the Tower movements, this might create Tower movements like, why the hell is the person not seeing the obvious fact, what is right in front of them? Okay, so this might also be a situation. So overall, in this marriage or in this communion, what I feel like, there are going to be these strong emotions that you're going to feel for one another, which is going to make it so very difficult for both of you to not accept it. And coming to an understanding, coming to that acceptance might take a little time. That is what I feel. Because oftentimes, when you have such strong emotions, you do not want to, like, people know people are dying to fall in love. But the moment they fall in love, the first thing that comes out of their mouth is like, no, I like the person, but then, it's not, I mean, like, definitely there's strong emotions involved, but then it's not love. Okay, that is what people, because somewhere when you realize, I think love is something which is so damn true. Okay, so when you really feel it, we feel it, you realize that it is really true. And another person can mean so much to you that, I mean, like, it's just so undefinable. Okay, indefinable, cannot be defined. Okay, I hope that English was right there. So it cannot be defined. The connection cannot be defined, and because it cannot be defined, accepting the truth might take time from both the parties, or from just one party for that particular matter. And but you will be pulled together. Okay, you are meant to be together. So if you the more you deny it, the more deeper you're going to fall into that well of that deep love. Okay, what I feel like with the Queen of Wands and with the Page of Swords, okay, like one particular person is willing to admit and the other particular person is not willing to admit. So one of you would be very expressive of your emotions, and the other would not be expressive of their emotions. But the one who's not expressive of their emotions actually feels it very deep down. They are more attached to you than you actually realize. You might probably, if you get really angry, you might like walk out, but then they would not never be able to do that, because they will keep coming to you back again and again and again. This is a form of relationship which is like that. Okay, so with the Ace of Pentacles, so do not fear, do not think that it is not from both the parties. It's definitely from both the parties. Okay, with the Lovers card and the Soulmates, this is a mutual relationship, a mutual emotion that you're going to feel towards one another. So this is not unrequited love. And with the Ace of Pentacles, it has great potential, but work needs to be put. Okay, work needs to be done. For any relationship to flourish, you need to put in the work. And then you have the three cards. Okay, again, it is a confirmation with the exchanging gifts. And you have To Be Fair and the Tribe card. I think I've already spoken about the soulmates, so that would not be an issue, I guess, for me to explain that particular card. Okay, with the exchanging gifts, again, this is a mutual. Okay, this relationship is going to be mutual, give and take. Okay, it's going to rest upon give and take. To Be Fair is again a balanced scale. So again, it talks about mutual. So there are like almost four cards confirming that you have soulmates, you have lovers, you have exchanging gifts. To Be fair, and the tribe talks about, like I told you, you had the Tower moment. So you will be, you or the other person, this whole relationship for that matter, will only attract the right kind of people into your life. So overall, what I feel like, there's great love, there's great potential, not just potential, I feel like there's great love there, but with that also comes great challenges. Okay, because like I told you, one is going to be quite expressive, the other might not be that expressive, but the one who's not expressive feels it more deeply than the other person. Realize that. Okay, don't get frustrated. I mean, like, you'll keep coming back to each other no matter what. That's the reality of the situation, actually, with you, with the both of you. Okay, so this relationship is going to be very fulfilling. You're going to feel very much at home. You're going to feel very much loved, very much cared about in this particular relationship. Okay, the kind of bond that very few people have. So congratulations on that. Now let's move to pile number 5. The ones who have chosen pile number 5, you have the Seven of Wands, the Seven of Pentacles, you have the Hanged Man, Queen of Wands, sorry, King of Wands, you have Two of Cups, and then you have the Ten of Wands. And here you have, from the Wisdom Oracle, you have Between Worlds, No Place Like Home, and Building Blocks. Okay, so what's the chemistry between you and your spouse? Okay, future spouse for that matter. With with the Seven of Wands, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Ten of Wands, and you have the King of Wands as well. So this is someone who's very passionate. That is like outright, like a known factor, like very passionate about everything in their life. And with the King of Wands, Seven of Wands, and Seven of Pentacles, and the Ten of Wands, what I would want to say to you is work is going to be a very big part of this particular person's life. Okay, so your spouse's life is going to involve like a big chunk of their life is going to be devoted to making something, to building something in their life. Let it be an enterprise. This particular person, it probably might be a business owner, a businessman for that matter. So with the King of Wands, this particular person is someone who has very big goals for himself, is a leader who's very charming. He has a lot of followers for that matter. But then what I feel here is relating to the work. Okay, in your spouse's life, work is going to mean more. I mean, like, it's going to be a big part of their life. And do not worry, with the Two of Cups, what I feel like, you're going to be very understanding of each other. Okay, the kind of, you're going to have this deep bond of friendship. Okay, it's going to start off with friendship, and this particular person, the way he opens up to you, he's not going to open up to anyone, because the King of Wands has a lot of followers, but then very few people that he can truly trust and show a side of himself which the world does not know of. So you're going to be that one person, the your spouse. I mean, like, you're going to be that one person who sees a side of them that they do not show to everyone else out there. So, with the Two of Cups, what I feel like, you are going to understand them in a way that nobody understands. And they are going to really be appreciative of that. That is with the Two of Cups. And the Two of Cups talks about balance. So the way you would be balancing them, okay, balancing like, I mean, like, you both are going to fit, like, you're going to be these two pieces of the puzzle that fit well together. It's going to be something like that. And what I feel like with the Hanged Man, this particular person at times, okay, he is going to go through these moments when he's going to be feeling really down. He's putting in a lot of effort. Okay, he's like working his ass off. He's like working really, really hard, taking up all the burden that he can actually, okay, to make this enterprise, to make this idea of his to work out. And because he's putting so much of more effort, but then it's not reaping the rewards in a much faster way. It's not reaping the rewards that he's looking out for. Because it's not reaping those rewards, what is going to happen is many times he's going to feel low, frustrated, down on himself, really demotivated, like feeling like giving up. But then what is going to happen is, with the Hanged Man, you are a person who's going to show him a completely different perspective on this whole thing. Okay, the way that he would see himself, okay, would change through your eyes. The way that he sees himself, okay, through your eyes, when he looks at himself, it's going to change. So, the whole perspective on how he carries his life, how he sees himself, all that dynamics is going to change with you coming into the picture. So, what I feel like, you will bring about the balance in their life that they do not have right now, or they would not be having at the point that you get married. They wouldn't be having this balance. Okay, there would be someone who's very accomplished, but then what I really feel like, they wouldn't be having that balance, and you would bring that balance to this particular person. And what I feel like, you would become the person behind this person's success. Okay, you would become the strength, the constant motivator, the person, the pillar with whom, they feel like they can succeed. So that is what I'm getting for you all with the tarot cards. And here with you have Between Worlds from the Wisdom Oracle. You have Between Worlds. and you have no place like home, and you have building blocks. What I feel like, the more I feel like you are going to assist them in building that empire of theirs. And the more you assist, I think the way that they would show themselves, I mean, like their true self is going, you're the only person who will know how they are, for that matter. They always come across as this person with the king of wands. I think they always come across as this person who's really, has no worries in the world, is very charming, is fun, is loved and adored by people. But then you're also going to see a side to them where, they are going to be vulnerable. They can be down on themselves. They might not feel really good about certain things, but they might not, the forefront that they show to the world is going to be so much different than the real self that they're going to show to you. And that way you are going to be that one person who's going to help them in building their empire. And I think you are going to be someone who's going to be very supportive of your spouse. Okay, and the more supportive you are, the more appreciative they would be for it. And what I feel like, they like I told you, there is like balance would not will not be there in this person's life. I'm like, they would have a hard time balancing their work life and their personal life. So what is going to happen is, by the time you enter, okay, the moment you enter into their life, they would be coming out from a very dark period to something which is very blissful. You entering their life, you would make them believe in something beautiful. You would make them believe in a future that is worthy to be lived. Okay, you will make them believe in those sunrises after those dark night. Okay, so you are like that. One more phrase I want to tell you: you are like that light at the end of the tunnel. Okay, I usually hear this spoken a lot, so I wanted to use that. So you are going to be that light at the end of the tunnel for them. Okay, you are, I mean, like, I think you wouldn't realize how much you mean to this particular person oftentimes. Okay, but then I think they are someone who is always going to, the moment they come to you for anything, know that you mean the world to them. Okay, because you have like no place like home. The moment you meet them, the moment they are with you, they just, I mean, like, they would be having the most shittiest day, and they would have gone through so much in that one entire day, and they give you a call and they just hear your voice, and they would feel like everything is fine. Everything is fine. You would bring that comfort to this particular person. And with the building blocks, your relationship is only going to get stronger and stronger. So I'm like, I love this particular pile. Uh, I mean, like, you being so supportive of them, it's a really wonderful way to, I mean, um, like to strengthen someone, for that matter. And I think you both are going to fit together very well, because one of you is like the king of wands, like someone who likes attention, and the other one likes, I'm like, I'm okay in the background. So you are not going to be someone who's like, okay, I need to be competing. You're not going to be like that. You're just going to fit together really well. But do not worry, this particular person is going to take, I mean, like, this particular person, though they take that front seat, or though they're out in the world, they're always going to appreciate, and they're always going to put that across, that you have been that pillar of strength who's always been very supportive of them. So that is what I'm getting for you all. I hope this resonates. Thank you.